Have you ever experienced teacher burnout? Do you feel like you're just on autopilot, just going through the motions sometimes? First of all, you're not alone. This happens to a lot of instructors. Secondly, kudos to you for showing up in spite of feeling burned out. You're leading by example by showing up at the dojo when you frankly don't feel like it. In today's video, I'm going to talk about one of my 3 golden rules of teaching Aikido, which is to practice Shoshin, or beginner's mind. Maintaining beginner's mind is so important for your progress in your art, and it can really help revitalize your practice when you're feeling burnt out, and it'll keep you motivated to keep training for years to come. Simultaneously, maintaining Shoshin will keep your students motivated as well. You'll be leading by example. Hi, my name is Leah Suzuki, and I'm the director of Aikido Kenkyukai International USA, headquartered in Los Angeles, California. And I'm the author of the new book called The Teacher from the Aiki Dialogues collection. Welcome to my virtual dojo, where I give you tools to help you become the best teacher you can be while not having to compromise your values or miss out on your own training. Before we jump into the video content today, I want to put a resource in your hands that's free. I want to give you my teacher training checklist called The 3 Golden Rules of Teaching. It's a simple PDF guide. You can download it, print it out if you want, just keep it on your device if you want, on your phone, whatever works for you. The checklist will help you gain confidence as a teacher, reduce stress around teaching and managing your dojo, and it'll help you encourage and empower your students to increase their progress. Again, all while not having to compromise your values or sacrifice your own training. You can download it at leahsuzuki.com/golden rules. That's got a couple of dashes in it, leah-suzuki.com/golden-rules. Or just click the link in the description below this video. I hope you enjoy the gift, and I hope you take action on it. So let's talk about Shoshin, or beginner's mind. A quick search on Wikipedia told me that Shoshin is a word, I'm reading it from my notes here, Shoshin is a word from Zen Buddhism, meaning beginner's mind. It refers to having an attitude of openness, eagerness, and lack of preconceptions when studying a subject, even when studying at an advanced level, just as a beginner would. The term is especially used in the study of Zen Buddhism and Japanese martial arts. So, the 3 biggest reasons why you should practice Shoshin and what the benefits are. 1, it'll help you eliminate burnout. 2, it'll improve your Aikido. 3, it'll keep your students engaged and in wonder. I want to talk about Shoshin in regards to helping avoid or alleviate or eliminate burnout. So, first of all, why do we experience burnout as Aikido instructors? Martial arts instructors in general. If you never do, then that's fantastic. That's fantastic. In fact, leave a comment in the comments section and let me know how you're pulling that off. In my experience, when I tend to feel burnt out, it usually comes from too much like dojo business, if you will. If we're thinking of the business side of things, like the financial aspects, or we're not delegating enough, or we delegate, but the people we delegate to turn out to be not responsible, not reliable, this can really cause burnout. So you're not really burnt out about Aikido, you're burnt out about business. And another reason that burnout can occur is if you don't feel rewarded enough, or you don't feel like your practice is rewarding enough. Maybe your students aren't really making progress, or maybe you feel that you're not making progress. So here's a couple stories. When I first arrived in Japan, I remember numerous times actually. I might have done it, but I remember a lot of people doing this, and especially the new people who like they just arrived, they just went to their first class with us or whatever. We would go to the pub and somebody would say, wow, oh my gosh, tonight's class was incredible. And I got it. I've been struggling with Iri Minage for 5 years. And now tonight I understood. You just put your foot like that, or whatever it was. And our senpai, our Japanese senpai would say, oh, fantastic. Great. Congratulations. Now forget. And the new person would be like, what? Forget? No, I want to keep that so that I can do it well next time. They're like, no, forget. So that your brain and your body can re-access that, relearn it and learn it fresh, but also simply the act of re-accessing information aids the learning process even further. So, and you can Google this. I don't remember where it was that I saw this. There was a very scientific explanation for why this works, what happens in the brain when we test ourselves and we have to re-access information that we learned previously. It's very cool. So Google that. Check that out. So that was a really, really great a great lesson when our senpai always told us, oh, good, you got it now. You understand now. You've mastered that. Great. Now forget it so that you can learn again. Another thing, I've never asked Takeda Shihan about this actually, but somebody told me one time that they asked him, hey, Sensei, you're doing this very, very innovative Ikkyo now. Where did that come from? How did this happen? Because it was very innovative. And he said, oh, that Ikkyo that I'm doing that way? Oh, yeah. He goes, I was watching Yamaoka-san one day, and I thought I would try it the way she was doing it. At the time of this story, Yamaoka-san was, I think, 5th Q, or maybe hadn't even tested for 5th Q. So there he is, like watching a 5th Q, getting inspiration from her. And then like totally revolutionizing his Ikkyo around that. That was just mind-blowing for me. I was amazed at that. Yeah. So many instructors, and he was like 7th or 8th Dan at the time of that story too. So instead of just saying, oh, she's doing it wrong, he thought, oh, there's an element that is very interesting in that mistake. I'm going to try it. If Takeda Shihan had been completely closed-minded and, simply corrected her and then went on with the class, then he never would have had that chance to revolutionize his own Aikido, his own Ikkyo. So that's a really great story. So how do we do it? How do we maintain Shoshin? And especially now, we're not having so many seminars. One way to keep Shoshin, maintain Shoshin before COVID was to go to a lot of seminars with teachers who you find inspiring. Well, there's not as many seminars now, and it's not as easy to go to seminars. If you want to travel internationally, then you've got to take into account, vaccination restrictions and things like that. So one thing that always helps me is to train in with my students. So instead of just walking around, I'll just pick a pair or pick a student, pick one student, pick two students, bow in, onegai shimasu, and I train with them. This always helps me to see if I just shut up and train. I can often get new inspiration, new ideas for techniques that I've been doing for 40 plus years. It never fails. Another thing that's really cool and really fun that I really enjoy is to sometimes combine techniques like The other night we were doing Shomanuchi Ikkyo, and my students were all coming at me and coming at each other like this, ready to take ukemi. So they forgot all about the fact that their first job is to just come with shomen and then see what happens. They were already deciding what way I should be throwing them. And so we switched to irimi nage, shomanuchi irimi nage. And then everybody decided I was going to throw them shomanuchi irimi nage, and they started anticipating that ukemi. So maybe some of you teachers do this. It's not so brilliant or anything. I don't think so anyway. So then I showed both of them. I switched back and forth between them. And I threw this person 3 times and that person 10 times and this person 5 times, and all ikkyo and irimi nage randomly switching. And then I said, hi, okay, get a partner, go ahead. Shomanuchi ikkyo, shomanuchi irimi nage, random, switch them up. And so it wasn't like 2 and 2 or 3 and 1 or anything. They just had to do it randomly. And that really helped them also maintain beginner's mind, because then they had to focus on, oh yeah, I'm just doing shomanuchi, and then we'll see what my partner does. So that's always fun. I've done that over the years, oftentimes. Another way to maintain Shoshin is, really logical, actually. You have to identify the factors that are contributing to this, and then see if you can eliminate or solve them. So, if you're getting burnt out on the business side of the dojo, then what can you do? What's the solution? Is there a student who's really good at business and would love to take over that part of it? If you're getting burnt out because you're the one who's cleaning the mats and getting everything ready before the class and trying to talk with parents about, Johnny needs a new uniform or something. Okay. Is there some way that you can get people involved with either of those activities, either somebody to take care of inventory to get Johnny their new uniform, or people to help set up and clean the mats for the next class? And yeah, I have people taking care of those things. So many times there are solutions which are much simpler than you might think. So look for those solutions. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. In conclusion, maintaining beginner's mind can be really challenging, but the benefits will be worth it. By you maintaining beginner's mind, you'll notice a lot of benefits in your dojo and in your Aikido. The main ones, you will eliminate burnout for yourself. 2, you'll improve your Aikido. Just maintaining beginner's mind, you will improve. 3, you'll keep your students engaged and having more of a feeling of wonder about Aikido. So thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments section what you struggle with the most as a teacher. Let me know if you struggle with beginner's mind, for that matter. And feel free to leave any other questions regarding teaching Aikido, teaching martial arts, teaching in general, if you want, actually. Again, I want to offer you my free gift, my teacher training checklist. It's called the 3 Golden Rules of Teaching Martial Arts. It'll help you gain confidence as an instructor, encourage your students, and reduce stress around teaching and managing your dojo. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can get the free checklist at leahsuzuki.com/golden-rules, or just click on the link below. All right. Thanks so much. See you again soon. Bye-bye.